So it appears we've made it another year. So it seems this is the year of our dreams. So now that we are in 2018, it is time to us to reach our dreams. I meant to say time for us to reach our dreams, but now we are here. We're all on the team. So now we shall expand our brains. Welcome to that Royal Rant. I'm the main. You better know me as Royal G. I got Jimmy on my T. All right, so let's get this thing started, y'all. So welcome to 2018. We have made it. Oh my gosh. So with that being said, all right, people, it's the beginning of the year. We know how this goes. Everyone's doing their New Year's resolutions and whatnot. So what's the solution to your resolution? What you gonna do? Are you gonna cut down on your self-pollution? Are you gonna expand what you gonna do? Are you you know what I'm saying? So let's work together here and start getting our goals and our mindset prepared for the year, because it's important on many levels, because at the end of the day, your goals help you with your mental health, and setting those goals can help you with your physical health, can help you with your financial status, can help you contribute to the economy and whatnot. And also, you can start to think and plan on ways and pay attention to how you can use everything to your advantage. Everything from last year and the years previous should add on to what you're doing this year and make you a better person, right? So just a few goals, just a few things off of my list that maybe also be able to apply to some others out there. So I'm looking over my list here. I'm looking at a few things and a few ideas and a couple things. A lot of it has to pertain, for me personally, to the expansion of my business and things like that, and also how to promote myself musically, and then also business wise, and being able to network with more people, and taking advantage of opportunities. Sometimes things come up and people invite you to things, or it might seem like something you just found out about something last minute, and you kind of are like, damn, you're weighing out the thing of, do I want to do this or do I want to sit back and whatever. What I started to realize is, take advantage of those moments and those experiences and everything and that opportunity, because there's always something to extract. So it might just in because everything adds to the balance. So just for example, a few weeks ago, I'm chilling at home. Well, this is about a week ago. Chilling at home, and one of my friends hits me up, says, hey, I'm going out to Tampa. I'm about to go check out like a comedy show and stuff like that. It's an amateur comedy night. You want to go? And at first, my mind was trying to come up with excuses for reasons not to go. And then I had to stop and say to myself, you don't know what could happen tonight. You might meet someone that's a potential manager. You might meet, more than likely, you'll meet other talent that y'all can bounce ideas off of. You got the chance to, once again, social network and network outside of an area that you're usually in. So, and that's a way to expand right there. You know what? Step outside of your city, meet some people, and exchange information, whether it's contact information or just information about something to do to better both of yourselves. Always try to extract something from an opportunity or situation. No matter what it is, no matter where it is, whatever. Once you step outside your house, be a sponge. So that's something too. Something that I'm about to focus on this year, really hardcore, even though I've done it before, but now I'm really realizing the importance of it, is physical health, physically eating correct, eating the right things, building a regimen and a well balanced style of eating. So, because not everything, well, as they say, good things can be bad for you if you have too much of it, whatever. So take everything in moderation, right? So something I've been looking into, just putting together as far as different fruits and vegetables and things, you have to, and I'm gonna break this down for guys and girls. So for guys, we have to have a mid to low acidic diet, because all right, I gotta go into this, but sexually and certain things, and this goes on both ends, guys and girls, what we put into our body also affects our reproductive system, our circulatory system, all these things, right? So you have to eat in a way that balances and enhances all those things. So for guys, we have to eat certain fruits, apples, strawberries, oranges, uh, taking little amounts of lemon, stuff like that. Certain types of citric acids, vitamin C's, vitamin E's, things like that, where because of what they do for your body and how your body has a certain pH level, and that's especially important for women. Women all around. The nicest way to say this is y'all pH balance is what leads to y'all like sexual reproduction organs and whatnot, and helps with smells and odors and also moistness and all that, and your natural lubricants and everything as far as women is should be somewhat acidic. So you guys have to have a higher pH balance, and usually have to and that's where summer's eve and all that kind of comes in, but you got to usually have a somewhat higher intake of certain things, as far as citrics, um, and sugars. And so you have to balance that out really well. Men, we need to intake more protein. So things like beef, steak, chicken, but less chicken breasts, more chicken legs. The preparation and the style of that food also makes a major difference. Are you deep frying it? Are you baking it? Are you stir frying? Whatever, right? So all those things do have an effect on how your body is going to process the food, because of the byproducts of grease and things like that being in your body. So what you want to do is, like I said, I'm not going to say what to go out and eat specifically and everything, because each individual person is different, and because of whatever you put up to your body up until the point of probably hearing this video has an effect on you. And so if you just instantly jump over and try to start doing a whole nother thing, you will literally feel it, and you will see your body react to it. So what you have to do is, think of it like if you have a pet and you want to change the pet's food, you have to add little bits of the new food into the old food. You have to kind of do that. You have to slowly wean yourself from your last eating style and regimen, and work your way into the next one. You can't just, it's not good to just jump from eating pure this, and this, and then jumping over to doing that, because your body's going to have to do a whole adjustment to, whoa, we were used to processing this and doing that and using it for this and sending those aminos this way and sending whatever acidics and everything the other way. So you have to make sure to introduce your body to your new diet correctly. Okay. And that's all personal to you. That's all based off of yourself, how you feel when you eat certain things. What does your skin smell like after you eat certain things? Are you secreting certain weird smells, things like that? Cut down on the fish and fish oils and things like that. Or sometimes maybe you're eating too much meat. You need to balance it out with some vegetables and things like that. Starting to realize the importance of mushrooms as well. And I'll probably do a whole nother rant on that, actually. Something else that I'm, I want other people to go out there and do is, but this is on my goal list, is to expand my mind further as well as make better life choices and decisions for myself and others. And somewhat, this is what that is, the Royal Rant right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm already stepping on that. I'm already getting on it. Because also something that a lot of people don't realize is a lot of goals that you actually wind up setting and giving yourself can be done in a matter of a few minutes to a few hours. So if you think of that and take that concept, your list of things should probably be at least a page or two long, pretty long, because of the fact of how fast everything can be achieved. You can knock out, depending on what your goals are, you can knock out 2 or 3 at a time and get started on them. And then also some of them are going to be routine based. So you're going to have to work it into your everyday thing anyway, right? Into your everyday functions. So do that. And then also realize how much you can do with your time and with yourself in a matter of minutes to days. It's ridiculous. You know, they say we only have 24 hours in a day, but I say that is only, it depends on how much you sleep or whatever. I'm the type of person, for real, I can go to sleep at 2 a.m. and jump up at fucking 7, 8 o'clock and go through a whole day, do a whole bunch of stuff, and not crash out till like 3 a.m. the next day. So it depends on you. You have to work out, based off of your level of lethargicness or whatnot, or your level of functionality. But basically, use time in your day. So if you have goals written down, look at it, think about it realistically. How long would it take me to achieve this? Okay, so if it'll take me, let's say, 3 weeks to achieve a certain goal, all right, how much time out of each day am I going to put to that so I can actually accomplish? All right. Also, something else this year, man, because we are in the age and the dawn of Aquarius, the age of awakening and everything. That's why it's all about expanding the mind, finding out as much information as you can to better yourself and to better the world. And something else I'm looking into. Some goals. I believe in speaking things into existence. And then also, on the other half of the scale, I do believe, as Lil Wayne said, real G's move in silence like lasagna. So that's more balance. You got to know what you want to speak into existence. What do you want the world to know that you're going to try to do or that you're attempting to do? Because there are ways that speaking things out loud makes things happen. Meaning, not just sitting in a room and speaking something out loud to yourself and putting it in the ether and putting out a sound wave out there and creating that wind of change, but also just speaking your ideas out loud in a room with people and stuff like that, because you don't know who in that room might have something to contribute. But also on that same scale, you don't know who in that room might try to take from your ideas and expound on them themselves. So be careful with whom you share your ideas and goals with, especially if you feel that it is something that is super world changing, super life changing, but you're excited about it. Maybe you have to talk about it in code or in hints or just kind of little small bits and pieces here and there. And because also the good thing about when you're talking about your ideas and your goals is you're mentally working them out as you're doing it. Or you should be, as you're thinking about it, as you're speaking on it, you're actually adding to the details of your goal. You're adding to the possibilities of, oh, I could do this, I can do that. I have ideas that I want to start, messing with learning little different little scientific things and stuff like that, just for myself. Also learning, I'm probably this year, this year I'm going to start wearing copper and soul crystals and all that kind of stuff and doing that kind of thing because, I want to see how much of a difference those types of things make in the world and just in my world, and then it'll have an effect on the world outside of myself. So those little things like that. Also, I want people to get out there and work, but save that money up, save up, put it in the bank, put it to the side and let it hide, because shoot, it's that time. Also, man, for my viewers, for my people that are like 25 up, my people that got kids, all that kind of stuff, like for real, It's time for us to start looking into credit and starting to understand how credit works, what credit is, the good side, the good things and the bad things dealing with credit. How can we up our credit scores? All that kind of stuff. Because for real, that stuff is about to start becoming super duper important, or should already kind of be important to you. And if it's not, and this is the first time like it's being put in your mind, cool. Nothing wrong with that, because I still don't know everything I need to know about it, but it's one of those things that's starting to become important. So understanding credit, and for my people out there that got businesses and that are working on something, this is the year that we expand clientele, we expand our equipment. This is the year that we expand just everything that we're going to do. So it's full-time promotions for us business people. You know what I'm saying? It's full-time. It's full on everything. I know some people might not take themselves as serious. Like, just for example, right? I can honestly say when I started doing my lawn care stuff a year ago, I did not exactly think it would jump to where it is so fast. I had made out a 5-year plan to be like, okay, if I start with this and I do this, by this amount of time, I can have it self-propelled and running a certain way, right? But due to not just me believing in myself, but because of the passion that I have about things that I pursue, other people help, and they help me out, and they help you get there. So do the same thing for yourself. Put that passion behind what it is that you want to do, and let other people recognize that passion, and things start to happen. I cut off, excuse my language, but yeah, I cut off like a year or two off of a 5-year plan just because of the way I networked and did stuff, and things happened. It was like, whoa. And then you start to realize how other people in your life are in the right places to be able to extend a hand. And that's where networking and socializing and things like that become very important. If you're an introvert, it's going to be a little difficult to run a business in that sense. But also depends on your style of business. My style of business has to be networked. It has to be word of mouth, and it has to be seen. You get what I'm saying? And so since my work is visual, I have the opportunity that if I'm at the right place at the right time, somebody can drive by, see what I'm doing, and then be like, hey, can you do that for me? Because that's happened quite a few times. And that's how things start to expand. So when you're doing your work, always think of it or look at it as someone else might be wanting that or needing something of that, or create that need, create that want, create that realm that you can exist in, that people might find it difficult to get in your lane. Like, I found a business. I started my style of business because it's something that's going to be year round, always needed. Since houses, businesses, things like that are always being built, there's always more opportunity. There's other people doing what I'm doing, but no one's stepping on each other's toes. So find what works for you. Find what you can subject yourself to, because that's just me talking about the business side. That ain't me talking about being out in 100-degree weather with a couple dollars in my pocket and a jug of water and being like, shit. And by the end of the day, coming home and being able to go eat and do certain stuff. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot to it. Everyone's got the dark and the light to what they're doing. So just balance out what you're doing. Set your goals. Write them down. See, look, I got my goals written. Blah, blah. I got my goals on a scroll. Y'all already know. So I'm about to come in and I got to show y'all how to take control of your soul. Because everyone wants to break you out your mold. But you are pure. So you need to eat things that is good for your body. And ladies, yo, PH, better not be naughty because I don't want no smelly things. I just really want to get you belly rings. I don't know, I just had to make that rhyme. But anyway, this is cool. We in 2018 taking you to school. I only need you to view me and listen to what I do because you can bet to yourself. And that's true, yo. That's some real shit. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for viewing. Hopefully, you might have learned a little something, or at least hopefully spark the brains of y'all to get out there and do something for yourself. Thank y'all for viewing. Have a good one. 2018, we here, and we just getting started, baby. Just getting started.